This movie, sorry to break it to you, also dead. One of the things that I realized from doing my rewatch of the Spider-Man movies is, and I should probably tell you this after I talk to you about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but this series is the worst series. What's good, everyone? It's me, Joe. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to put every Spider-Man movie into a tier list. What you need to do is subscribe to the channel because we need some subscribers. Yeah, like, well, we actually need a lot of subscribers. Whatever, just do your part, subscribe. Press the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit the thumbs up so you can get notified every time I drop a video. Alright, like I said, we're putting all the Spider-Man movies into a tier list. And when I say all the Spider-Man movies, I mean live action and animated. And when I say animated, I just mean I'm throwing in Into the Spider-Verse. And I'm including a Venom movie because in my eyes, it's a Spider-Man movie, even though Spider-Man's not in it. Yeah, you know how that works. You know, movie rights and all of these things. Anyway, that's a story for another time. And if you haven't been here before, this is how we do this. We've got 5 categories: best, good, decent, dying, and dead, which I'm actually thinking about like renaming other things, but that's also another story for another time, or for the Discord server. If you don't know, I've got my own private Discord server where me and the community talk about YouTube ideas, movies, just other stuff. Links in the description if you want to be there. But if you want to argue with me about who my favorite Spider-Man is, you know what you need to do? Head over to Twitter, at me, at JiCanWin, blah, 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 and hit me with a spicy gif or something there. Like, I'm on Twitter all day talking about everything. So yeah, there's that. Alright, we're putting our Spider-Man movies into a tier list. I think we've got 10 or 9, doesn't matter. But the first one we're starting with is obviously Tobey Maguire's first original Spider-Man, directed by Sam Raimi, came out in 2002. Now, I want to say this is one of the best Spider-Man origin stories ever. In fact, not even Spider-Man origin stories, but for me, it's up there with like Batman Begins, Iron Man 1, Spider-Man. This is easily going in the best category. And you know what I realized from rewatching these movies? Because over the last week, I like rewatched every single one with everyone on the Discord server. I'm going to stop talking about the Discord, but you get the point. Tobey Maguire, I believe, is the best actor to play Peter Parker and Spider-Man after rewatching all the movies. I'm not necessarily saying he's the best Spider-Man, but he's definitely the best actor who's done it. So there are my thoughts there. That movie, best category. And right before we move on and talk about the next Spider-Man movie, I also want to say Kirsten Dunst, for me, worst love interest. Sorry, not sorry, but yeah, worst Spider-Man love interest that we're gonna go through this whole thing. Except for the chick in Venom, but I don't know if she even counts. In fact, when I really run that back, nah, Kirsten Dunst, yeah, she's way. I don't even know if Venom's we'll talk about it when we get to Venom. Alright, listen, now it's not often that sequels are better than the original movies, but Spider-Man 2 falls into that category. Also, the 2004 Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 is in the best category. Like, it's better than the first movie. It's up there with like T2, The Dark Knight, and when I say these movies, Godfather 2, I'm talking about movies that are sequels that are better than the original movies. Not saying it's as good as The Godfather 2. But yeah, there's probably someone in my comment section. Anyway, shut up. Yeah, Spider-Man 2, best section. I really like Spider-Man 2, but I just can't get too deep into it because, you know, time constraints. Alright, so we're moving on. Alright, next movie we're talking about Spider-Man 3. This came out in 2007. Same team, Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire, and this is where shit hits the fan. This movie is dead. Sorry, it is dead. Do you know what the thing is, yeah? I actually rewatched it. Like I said, I rewatched it last week, and I was just like, it's actually better than I remember it, but it's still not good. And one of the themes that I kind of realized from this whole series, the first trilogy of Spider-Man movies, is they're only as good as their villains. And Spider-Man 3, villains, Venom, trash, Sandman, mediocre. And who was the other one? There was another villain in Spider-Man 3, wasn't there? Oh my word. Harry Osborn's Green Goblin, what's his name? Franco. Yeah, man. It's not even, do you know what? It's not even Franco's fault because He is super legit as Harry Osborn in the first 2 movies. And in the third movie, like, I don't know, yeah, it's just dead. Dead. James Franco, I don't want to talk about you because, you know, I don't want to get my channel shut down because stuff you're doing out there, but dead. Yeah, dead. I know, and basically, because of how dead Spider-Man 3 is, Sony went crazy and was like, no, reboot the whole thing, scrap everyone. So they brought in Mark Webb to direct, they got Andrew Garfield to be the new Spider-Man, and they released The Amazing Spider-Man in 2012. Now, this movie, sorry to break it to you, also dead. One of the things that I realized from doing my rewatch of the Spider-Man movies is, and I should probably tell you this after I talk to you about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but this series is the worst series. And it's crazy because, like, for so long I actually thought it was good, but I actually don't like The Amazing Spider-Man. The villain's bad, the suit's bad. I don't even really like Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker. It's not believable at all that he's Peter Parker. I like his Spider-Man. Like, one of the things they do in terms of like CGI and graphics is way better in this movie. But that's just technological advances as time goes on. So I can't even give that to them. But I really don't like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Sorry for everyone who does. Like, I've got nothing against Andrew Garfield. Like, I think he's a great actor. But nah, his Peter Parker's not it for me. Did I say that's in the dead section? I think I did. Alright, now this is gonna spin people. This is what usually happens on my channel. People get spun and like, Joe, you're so wrong. But The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I've put in the dying section. Not dead, dying. I like it more than the first one. Now, someone's gonna be like, well, Joe, you just said the movie's only as good as the villains. Did say that. And the villains in this movie, trash. Electro, Jamie Foxx, bro, love you, trash. Who else? Is there Venom in this one? No, it's not Venom. They've got another Harry Osborn Green Goblin. Dead. I feel like there's a third villain, but I don't even care. Like, Rhino. Oh my god. Paul Giamatti. Allow me with this. Terrible. Anyway, like, but one of the saving graces for me in this movie is Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy and the storyline they go with her. Hey, he loves her, she's moving away, he tries to save her. Should we be together? No, we shouldn't be together. Oh, what? She fell down a bell tower. She's dead. Spoiler alert. Should have done that before, but you've probably seen it already. So yeah, that only goes in the dying section because I feel like they took a chance there. Didn't really work out, but yeah. Also, Spider-Man 3 came out in 2014. Now, they kind of realized how dead this was, and we're going to reboot Spider-Man all again, but this time they're like, yo, look, MCU, they're killing it over there. Let's get involved with this, what they're doing. So, basically, Tom Holland gets cast as Spider-Man, and then he enters the MCU in Captain America Civil War. And then he gets his own solo movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, directed by John Watts in 2017, which I'm going to be putting in the good section. There are things about this Spider-Man that I don't love, but I think Tom Holland actually is a good Peter Parker and is actually a good Spider-Man also. So, Spider-Man Homecoming, good section. And I feel like I need to remember to say the years that came out in 2017. 2018, you're going to take a little detour into the Spider-Verse, but not with Into the Spider-Verse, into the Venom series. So, Venom, directed by Ruben Fleischer. Sorry if I got your name wrong, bro, but you got Venom wrong, so I feel like we're on equal footing. Starring Tom Hardy. I don't know where to go here, but this movie's dead. This came out in 2018. I don't like it. I feel like they kind of like just waste everyone. They waste Tom Hardy, they waste Riz Ahmed, and yeah, don't love it at all. Dead. Listen, I'm hopeful for Let There Be Carnage. I'm hopeful, but this Venom movie's dead, and I know everyone loves it. Don't really understand why, but they do. Yeah, so we're gonna move on. Now, the next movie we've got also came out in 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This, for me, is beautiful. This is the best Spider-Man movie probably ever made. Like, if we're talking about movies that I enjoy watching and I will just put on and just watch in the background hundreds and hundreds of times, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's got great animation, it's got voice, it's got great voice acting. It's directed by Peter Ramsey, Bob Perschetti, and Rodney Rothman. I got to read that off the notes because I ain't gonna remember that off the top of the dome. is what it is, get me? But yeah, I love this incarnation. I love that it takes all of the Spider men and women, bangs them into the same place, and hopefully one day we get a live action version of something similar to this. Best category. We're gonna move on. Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, I'm also putting this in the good section. This is also directed by John Watts, who directed Homecoming, also starring Tom Holland, and it was released in 2019. And it's just like, we're deep in the MCU now. Spider-Man's doing his own thing. He's off on a trip in Europe. It's a fun ride. Now, basically, there's lots of criticisms of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but I'm not going to get into it. Most of them like kind of stem from his relationship with Tony Stark, which I'm not against because it's the MCU, and I feel like everything in the MCU starts and kind of ends with Tony, so it's fine. But yeah, look, man, this is my tier list. What I need you guys to do is a couple things. One, if you've got a tier list, send it to me on Twitter, hit me up at JiCanWin, blah, blah, blah. If you want to talk to me more about my YouTube ideas, videos you want to see on my channel, head over to my Discord server, link in the description below. And also, I want to know in the comment section of this YouTube video, I know I'm giving you a lot of instructions, but I feel like you guys can handle it. Let me know who your favorite Spider-Man is and why. And I feel like after rewatching all of the Spider-Man movies, I can definitively say Tobey Maguire is actually my favorite Spider-Man. And for a long time, I've actually been saying it's Tom Holland, but I think I realized that Tobey Maguire, and I think it's just him being a good actor, he just acts better. So yeah, comment section below, let me know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all them good things there. Anyway, other than that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and we're going to be doing more and more videos, so stay locked. I'm Joe, see you next time.